Welcome to The Happening. This is your host, Prepper Chan, and today I'm going to talk about a 14-year-old girl who has a YouTube channel, and she's really cool. And I'm going to do my best not to look like a fucking pedophile.
Hello, I am FBI agent Clyde Colin, and I'm here today to address the danger currently facing the social harmony of the United States hegemony. The threat I speak of, as many of you know, is the spread of white supremacist beliefs in America. The ideology, propagated by the KKK's head Negro operative and designated spokesperson, Treasure Richards, jeopardizes the welfare of the black communities we thoroughly sold cocaine to a few decades ago.
So what you've got here is SOPH. SOPH is a 14-year-old lolly with an IQ of over 200 who clearly drank an entire bottle of red pills and is now foaming at the mouth. I'm pretty sure that she was given birth to or fathered by the Force itself. I'm pretty much likening her to Anakin Skywalker there. That's what I feel. I think that she's the Anakin Skywalker of red pilling.
Yes, Master.
I need an analysis of this blood sample I'm sending you.
Wait a minute.
I need a midichlorian count.
The reading is off the chart. Over 20,000.
Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
No Jedi has.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Do you guys remember Lieutenant Kobus, the edgy 12-year-old commentator that back in the day everybody like Keemstar and Parasynical promoted and everybody was saying that this is the smartest 12-year-old in the universe?
Well, I guess this is the drama alert effect. Are you seeing this shit right now?
Well, guess what, guys? Like 2.5 years later, right now, she's 14, she's all grown up, and she's an actual alt-right Nazi radical that is spewing racist garbage and has a fan base of thousands of people that agree with every extremely racist statement that she makes.
You must be mad. But you're mad. You're mad.
You are so mad. You are so mad. Look at you, you mad. So, there's two distinctly different definitions of the alt-right, okay? There is the real alt-right, which is like a glow-in-the-dark CIA agent known as Richard Spencer, who has like 60 operatives that hang out with him. And then there is the Democrat definition of the alt-right, which is basically any person under the age of 50 that supported Donald Trump in the 2016 election.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
My spite for learning institutions is exceeding the time I spend in them in increasingly disproportionate amounts. The first time I read about the kids who shot up their high school, I simply couldn't understand it. Why would they wait until high school?
A lot of skeptics are saying that SOPH is being coached by some other people in order to make these videos, but she seems to function pretty well on her own. And she did pass the Red Pill Jedi Council test.
A ship? A cup. A ship. A speeder.
I mean, I've been talking to this kid and a couple other kids on Instagram, and in their schools, if you say you like Donald Trump, you get an in-school suspension for hate speech. You know, you say you lean this way politically instead of being far left, you get punished, you get detentions, and they get really angry about that, and it just pushes them completely to the other side. There's so much harassment that you get for not agreeing with the mainstream narrative that it's just too much for people in their normal lives to deal with. It just interferes too much. It just causes too many problems. If I were super leftist right now, if I was spewing all of their talking points, they wouldn't call me brainwashed. They wouldn't call me exploited, and they would say I know everything I'm saying, and it's not just an act of rebellion. They would call me woke, and they would be worshiping my feet. It's a really strange double standard that they have. You know, with people like Greta Thunberg, they never say that she's exploited, that she's brainwashed. With Desmond, they say that all the people calling CPS are being, you know, so paranoid. I just think it's so clear that the double standard that they have with that.
Well, I'm really glad that the crew and our lead producer Daria got this guest on. I had seen her work before. Very, very witty. Very, very smart. A little bit of foul mouthness to it. And you know, for those of us that don't use a lot of foul language, just in regular repertoire of our verbal lexicon, you can try to look down on that. But I can certainly cuss like a sailor as well.
Now this is pod racing.
All right, let's get one thing straight, and the internet is going to hate me for this, but I love pod racing, and I love Episode 1. I think it's like the best Star Wars movie ever, and I'm not saying that ironically. I actually think the pod racing was like the coolest thing that George Lucas added to Star Wars, so you know, feel free to just hate the shit out of me.
Hey there, kids. Wanna
hop in my van?
I mean, Woody Allen married his Asian stepdaughter.
So, you know, a lot of sexual harassment stuff in the news of late. Many of the predators are Jews.
I'm pretty sure Soph just named the Jew.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
Morgan Freeman apparently had an affair with his granddaughter, the fucking madman. It's just so weirdly popular amongst these stars. If you're a trend of like, I don't know, tax evasion or treating employees like dog shit, that sort of stuff is to be expected. But a common theme of molestation is kind of an off-kilter thing, to say the least. Dude, they're Hollywood people. Women are all over them already by default, so what's the need? They don't even need to try, and they light pussy on fire like Michigan tap water. And there's so goddamn many of them as well. It's what a coincidence. Another wacky coincidence is that many of the Hollywood stars that have been disclosed as sexual assaulters are known to be allies, feminists, liberals, that sort of stuff.
For a 14-year-old, her power level is just way too fucking high. I mean, let's look at the kind of trash that I was producing at that age.
Well, actually, according to the CIA, we've got intelligence that Al-Qaeda is almost neutralized, and we should really move into Iraq because their nuclear weapons do pose a threat of terrorism. It's serious.
I say we throw some Tostitos salsa off a bridge.
Well, if you say so, Brownie man, okay.
Yeah! There's salsa everywhere.
And you, young Skywalker, we will watch your career with great interest.
What kind of cool shit can we expect from Soph in the future? Well, I'm sure it'll be fun.
I killed them. I killed them all. They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. You
job's a joke you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck.